Welcome to Overly Obsessed, Unsung, and Underground. Ooh, did you come here because your social life has suffered tremendously since your friends are sick and tired of you playing the same damn song over and over again from someone they never heard of?
Or did you just finish looking up your favorite artist's bio on Wikipedia and the artist's song lyrics on Genius.com?
When I stack up all my niggas gravy, big backwoods and Garcia Vegas. Say goodbye to my haters. Catch a flight straight out to Vegas. I never been so this year, yeah, I'm gone. Blowing medicine that was heaven sent, living life like it's golden. In a new coupe, doing Fruit Loops, hitting corners like it's stolen. You can catch me in a marsh pit, throwing hands back. I'm not folding for the rubber bands, it's a war for the grands. I ain't even get to the ends. In this cold world, you can get flamed for just forgetting the ends. Right now, I'm just talking enemies. Ain't even get to the friends. I'm so low for dolo while starting to smashing. First with the drip, now I'm gonna be splashing. Baltimore stupid, we stubborn, you stagnant.
I have that capacity to do the right thing. So if that's cool, then I'm cool with you. So I'm basically to that point now where I'm running with my music, taking it to a new level, and I got a lot of new hits on here, like a lot of good features, a lot of good projects that I've worked on over the last maybe 6 months, 8 months, and kind of like really tweak them to make sure that they're like at the best ability that they are at this point and ready to go. And yeah, it's definitely going to be a banger. It's going to be one of my biggest projects as of yet. And yeah, I can't wait for y'all to hear. I mean, we got a couple singles out from it now, which is Strip Club, Where You At, Add It Up. And I believe I dropped one other single as well. But I like to do things in like triangles. I don't like to do singles. I do doubles and triples and stuff. So, you know what I mean? I do everything, try to do everything as big as more than I can. So yeah. I dropped probably 4 singles already, and the album's coming the 31st.
So, question. This is something that we asked a few people, but I feel like I really want to ask you this. So, for our OOUU listeners who don't know Don Diesel, what song or what album would you refer them to really get to know who you are as an artist? Like, what would you say?
I would say to go to my mixtape. It's the introductory, basically like my introductory invite that I gave people to my new genre of music, which is gangsta soul. I kind of take a blend of hardcore hip hop and all the elements from like, Tupac and the Thug, the whole Thug Life thing, Biggie Smalls, lyricism, and I implement that with soul, with eloquent beats and with, deep soulful rhythmic drums patterns and different things that you'll hear in the songs, almost like orchestra and symphony. So I kind of blended the mixtape. It's called Just Win. It's basically just win, like don't lose, just win. You know what I mean? And it's half and half. It's like half gangster, half soul. So from the first song to like the 7th song, it's all hip hop, all straight hard. Sometimes you're gonna get a little blend. Maybe a little club or a little, in what is it, more or less like when I'm inflecting and thinking about things, you know what I mean? So it's going to be like a little inflection or inflective. But I don't know if I'm using that word correctly. I think I am, I think I'm not. But just basically like something where I'm giving you how I'm really thinking of some songs like that. And then the last part of it is all soulful. It's like on like great samples from the 80s and rocking out on like Kendrick Lamar beats, and it's a different type of vibe on the second part. So I believe if you were to listen to that, also it's got great production on it. Just Q-Moon beats, Zaytoven. I got some exclusive beats from Zaytoven actually, so I used one of them on there. I didn't even sell it, you know what I mean, because I felt like I just wanted to give that to the people, and Zay was with it. He's still in the process now. We're in the process now doing some more things as well, but it's a lot of things on my plate right now, and I'm just trying to get a nice fork and a nice spoon and really dig in, you know what I mean? Really, yeah. So not to mention I got my TBOC buddies, my brothers over at Team Elzak, and all the good people over at 4-Piece Productions. We doing a Hands Up, Guns Down underground boxing event this Friday, Saturday, and on the 31st when I release my project as well. So that's gonna be the culmination of everything on the 31st when we kind of have some fights on the 18th, some fights on the 19th that build up to the 31st. By then, we're going to always have enough people really building and going and flocking to that, and bam, okay, here comes my new project as well. And it's for a good cause. You know, it's all about hands up, guns down. You know, it's too many people dying in our city. I just lost my engineer about 2 weeks ago. We had about 35 songs done.
Wow.
Ready to go, and I didn't even get a chance to get but like maybe 5 of them, and he got killed. So it was like that. Then I lost my cousin. He like, I guess, died in his sleep. Then my other cousin got murdered. Then my stepfather was in the hospital. He came home at the surgery and then fell down the steps again and broke his neck. So now he's paralyzed. It's just, you know, the year has definitely been rough, but throughout all of that, you know, I'm happy that I'm able to make it to this point. You know, number one, just blessed enough to see another day and able to still be able to do these things and have impact. Hands up, guns down, you know what I mean? Put the kids in an opportunity in a place where they can put their hands up and live to fight another day, like how my man said on next Friday, you know what I mean? Instead of just shooting each other. And it's gone crazy. It's too many kids dying, too many rappers got killed. Rest in peace, King Von, Mo3. Like, it's just going crazy. At some point, we gotta put our foot down. So that's another initiative that I'm standing on, and something that is going to be being pushed throughout the rest of this year as well. So that's what I'm working on, is in addition to my music.
Yes, I love it. And definitely we need to definitely reach out to the youth, because this new generation is a lot.
What advice would you give to someone coming up fresh in the music industry? You've been doing this for a minute, or what is the best advice you've received?
Well, I would initially say, you know, network and learn, you know what I mean? Learn from others and try to find the best people, around you that you can gain from. That would be like the first thing. But I pretty much spoke about that and talked about that, I believe, on a few different other shows. So I would say another great piece of advice I would give to a up and comer is something that I talked about a few times before too, but mainly got to hammer it home now, is get your business right. You know what I mean? Understand the aspects of putting your music out, getting publishing, putting your own, getting your own BMI, your own ASCAP profile, to the point where you can own your music. You know, you can get a PRO and you can start actually gaining residuals and royalties from your music. If you're talented and you're doing it and you're spending money on your beats, or even if you're just getting YouTube beats, at some point, click that Dropbox and see if that beat is for sale, and go ahead and spend that $39.99 and put your music out. It can change your life. You know, so you got to understand that aspect about the business. A lot of kids just come straight out. They don't do it. You know, they don't have CD covers. They don't have any vlogs. It's just one video on YouTube and a song snippet on Triller, or, you know what I mean? They don't understand it's more to the game. You know what I mean? So I try to tell them, like, look, get your business right. Understand the different aspects of the game, the different paths that you can take, and don't be green. You know, don't sign for anything just because somebody offered you. You know, you got to be hungry in this world. You can't be thirsty. You know, because if you're thirsty, they'll treat you like you is. You know what I mean? You got to be hungry, understand what you want, what you know, and what you deserve.
Right. So, who is on Don Diesel's playlist right now?
Oh man, I listen to a lot of stuff. It's weird because, like, I mean, I listen to classical music. I listen to all types of light rock, FM. If I'm just riding, I just feel like listening to 91.5. I listen to some symphonies, anything. But as far as like hip hop and the people that I really, you know, listen to really like get me through my days and stuff, I would say it would be like Meek Mill. Of course, that's why I immediately knew that verse when you said that. That was a song that I heard a lot. Meek Mill, I would say Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace to my man Nipsey.
Yeah.
Travis Scott, more or less. He's very, very influential in today's hip hop game. As of right now, I would say Polo G. Polo G is a young man. Yeah, I love Polo G, man. He just did a song that was like a tribute to Tupac, like on that. It was an old school version song that Tupac had. I think it was like Heal the World or something. Or just the way it is. Just the way it is. Polo G did a remix version of that, his own version. Man, he killed it. Like, I really messed with the boy. I fuck with the boy Polo G. So yeah, him, Polo G. I even fuck with 21 Savage. I didn't always, but after I started to hear his growth on his new project with him and him and Metro Boomin, I think, and how they had like damn Morgan Freeman on there. I'm like, good God, how you gonna have Morgan Freeman on the mix? Like, yo, nah, this hard, man. This hands down hard.
Right.
So I had to get with 21, and then like how he's grown, you know. As
he definitely has.
You know what I mean? How he did his thing with that discussion. You know, he was kind of a good mediator with that discussion between academics and Meek Mill, where they were like talking about, you know, kind of changing the game and getting academics out, and academics was defending themselves against Meek. And 21 really had a great understanding. They'll be like, no, let him talk, let him say his thing, and you say your thing, and maybe what we got to do is not just say fucking and leave it at this. We got to work through this. That's the whole thing. Discussion. He was leading the whole thing. Yeah, he's probably one of the youngest ones.
Yeah, I feel like everyone you name is like just truly authentic. And I see that in you too. And that's why these people are succeeding. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why people listen to them.
And that's why I can kind of, you know, see myself in the resemblance in them. I guess that's why I like their music.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So let the OOUU listeners know some of the unsung artists that you're listening to.
So you mean like people that underground that you know?
Underground, yep.
Oh man, I got a lot of those guys. Cause like I said, I'm helping a lot of them. I'm helping a lot of them because I believe in them. You know, there's a lot of them around me. My man Trizzy T, Lil Menace. He's a young brother from Park Heights. And I mean, he has like, man, his voice, he's like a young Lloyd Banks.
Oh,
he
okay.
has like deeper voice than Lloyd Banks at like 19, he like 18, and his buzz is more content driven. Like Lloyd Banks just had like punchlines, but his buzz is literally content about his kids, about, you know, coming up the streets. Then my man, the Prophet, Prophet lives, he's down in DC. He's actually a person that's working with me on the Hands Up, Guns Down mission, is going to be performing at the show as well on the 18th and the 31st and all that. So he's a very intricate player. Like his wordplay just like goes from one style to the next style. You know what I mean? Like just easily. Then my nephew, Big Wynell. Big Wynell, he represents Sinaloa Music Group, and he's like a Lil Baby mixed with like J. Cole. He's like Lil Baby mixed with J. Cole. You know what I mean? He has the flow. Yeah, he has the flow. He has the intricacies and his thought process where he can chop it up and break it down and make like one word longer and then, you know, make it sound like another word. You know how you can put that on the end? Yeah. Oh man, it's so many people in my circle that I believe. I mean, wait until they let me in. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Wait until I really make enough splash at probably end of this year, beginning of next year, and I got the world eye on me. I'm gonna just take my shits off and be like, all right, now y'all saw me.
Yeah.
Where do you get a load of them? You feel me? I'm telling you, like I got a lot of things rolling with me, a lot of people with me, and they believe in me like I believe in them. You know, so it's all love. Even my man Q the Don, he's a young up and coming rapper and artist. He's more, you know, in the streets, you know, and that's another thing that we deal with some of our youngins. You know, we try to keep them off of the streets. Excuse me. We try to keep them off of the corners and stuff like that through the music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? By using the music.
So, Don, is there anything else you want to tell our OOUU listeners before we close out?
Well, number one, I just want to thank y'all. It's been a very fun time, fun interview. Yeah. I had to hang up on a few of my good friends that was calling me, but y'all my new good friends.
Yes.
It's better, you know, man. And y'all as beautiful young queens that are doing y'all thing, so I gotta support that. You know what I mean? That's
thank you.
That's heavily on a high, you know, echelon right there. I'm dealing with that energy right now, you know, trying to really empower our people and especially our Black people, our queens and stuff. So
for sure.
Definitely want to thank y'all for bringing me through. I enjoyed it. And I just want to say to everybody, man, make sure y'all stay positive, man. This world that we in nowadays, it's a lot of illusions, you know. It's a lot of things that other people want to have you believe. It's a lot of things that you just gotta research and see for yourself, just like in life, you know. Period. But
that's gonna stick with me. What you said earlier with the man, that's gonna stick with me forever. So
yes,
thank you for that.
I mean, it's so many different ways that you can kind of just look at life and find good things in it, or you can look at life and find bad things in it. And if you find bad things in it, it's gonna be more bad things and more. That's all you're gonna see. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know, your insight is that drug that kind of can amplify your feelings. Like, you know, whatever drug can amplify it. Your insight is that. You know, you got different sights in the world. You got eyesight, you got insight, you got foresight. You know, you got hindsight. But I believe all of these different sights have their place and their time. And if you understand that the world that we're in now, it's important for you to utilize all those things. It's important for you to see where you come from and know where you're going. It's important for you to see through stuff, read between the lines, and don't just let somebody tell you anything. It's important for you to think critically, and analyze, and think before you make a decision, before you speak. Like, and if all our people could roll in that direction, I think we would be okay. You know what I mean? So that's how I'm thinking. You know? That's how I'm thinking. I'm trying to roll that way just so I can create that synergetic change, or you know whatever the word is, when synergy just happens and one person gets changed and then everyone else starts to see that and it just becomes contagious and spreads like wildfire in a positive way. I want to be that person that does that. So,
well, guess what? That's why you on the OOUU pod and you getting ready to let all them people know about that energy and making that change for these people out here. So it's a reason why you on here, letting these people know. So
appreciate y'all.
So tell them who you rocking with, Don Diesel.
Man, you know what it is. It's your boy Don Diesel representing West Baltimore, ONE, 4-Piece Productions. You already know, and I'm rocking with the You already know.
Thank you so much, Don. Definitely loved you having you on here.
Yes. We gonna do something else again for sure.
Definitely. And so hopefully after this pandemic, we definitely gonna be having a whole lot of stuff coming up so we can get the artists to perform and all this other stuff. But we gotta wait till all this stuff is over, because we want to definitely have the OOUU pod launch party, but we can't do that until this pandemic is over. So
man, who knows when it's gonna ever be over, man. The way it's looking like now, it's like they're gonna want us to wear masks forever and all this bullshit. Like, man, I swear I can't believe I'm living in this shit like the Twilight Zone, you know?
Yeah,
like
no joke.
It's crazy. But all right, well, we will talk to y'all later. Thank you. Much love.
Thank
Apple,
you so much.
Now. You stuck with us now.
Yes. Part of the family.
All right.
No worries. I got some more artists for y'all too. We want to.
Yes. Okay. Bring them more. Send them through.
Shout out Apple, man. Apple Champagne, man, is a motherfucking dynamic. Oh my goodness, she's a motherfucking beast of a business manager, of a booking manager, of an assistant. She's everything. That's my sister. That's my twin, man. Shout out Apple Champagne, because without her,
thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right,
y'all.
All right, well, enjoy your evening.
All right, man. Peace and blessings, man. Love y'all.
Thank you. Bye bye.